they probably perform about the same as how I was feeling. But now that I am looking more closely, don't know about this. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Wow, haven't done that in a while. If you are new here, it is Wear Test Tuesday, which means that I will be testing out the wear time of a product. And today we are actually going to have a product showdown, meaning that we are going to be comparing the wear time of two products, not just the wear time, but also the texture, how it feels on the skin, and everything in between. And today I have two very exciting products to try out. Also, if you notice, my lighting might be a little bit different. I set it up differently. I'm seeing how I like it. We're always trying new things. So today, I am going to be trying out on this side the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which is like their super coverage concealer. And then on this side, I will be trying the Tarte Shape Tape, the ever so loved concealer from Tarte. So I have actually worn both of these, and I will say this one is a little bit lighter and this one is a little bit more yellow. So each side of my face will look slightly different, but hopefully not substantially, but we will see. So let's just get right into it. I'm already wearing my foundation, which is actually a tinted moisturizer. I am wearing the YSL Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow. As you can see, I've been using it up pretty well. I do have a wear test on this product, so if you want to see it, I will link it right here so that you can click on over there after you're done watching this video. So let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. So first, quickly, I'm just gonna apply my Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer in the shade 1C. This is what I use as my color corrector, and I'm using a small mirror this time because those of you who watch my channel already know that I have a habit of blocking the mirror sometimes. So listen, I'm a one-man band. I can only do so much, okay? I'm just gonna blend that in with my beauty blender here. My well-loved beauty blender. Alright, now that I have my corrector applied, I am going to apply the Tarte Shape Tape on the left side of my face. This one does retail for $27 by itself. However, I do know that right now, as of November 25th, 2018. I know that Ulta they actually have like a little kit, and this is when I bought my concealer, which I have the shade Fair, by the way, but they have a little kit that comes with this. It's like this guy, and let me show you, hold on. It's this guy and this little tiny baby sponge, which is so cute, and I actually really like this guy. It's actually these guys together, and then this one has a little flamingo charm on it for $29. So $27 on its own, but their special edition little package is $29. So again, I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend that into this side. So what I definitely do know about these ones already is that the Shape Tape is definitely significantly more matte than the Too Faced one. But this one I feel like almost has more coverage. I don't know. We're gonna see whenever we apply the Too Faced one because I've never obviously worn them side by side before. Which I'm actually going to meet my friend Hillary right after this, so hopefully I don't look too much like a crazy person with two different concealers on. But that looks really nice. It does have a nice texture, and I have noticed that even before I set it with powder, that it still barely creases, if at all. I'm just gonna add just a dab more. Just a touch, like literally just a dot. I didn't use this concealer for a long time, and then after using it, I get the hype on it. Like I totally get the hype on it. However, this whole time I've been thinking like I feel like I prefer the Too Faced Born This Way one over this one. Like I said, I've never worn them side by side, so I was like, why don't I just do a freaking comparison video? So now I'm going to apply the Too Faced concealer, and this is in the shade Snow. I always say Swan. Yeah, it's so much more yellow. I don't think it looks as bad on camera, but in person it's like substantially more yellow. I like the Too Faced one. I like the yellow in it because I feel like it corrects the purpleness under my eyes a little bit better than the Tarte one does. Yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit more yellow on this side, but not substantially. Like, I feel like I'll totally be able to get away with this. So I'm gonna do the Shape Tape down, oh gosh, that was a lot. Oh, whoops. Down the center of my nose and my Cupid's bow, and then I will do the Born This Way on my chin. This is just to add a little bit more coverage since my foundation is super, super light. It's just like a tinted moisturizer. Oh, frick, I just messed my eyebrow up. Oh well, I'll fix it in a minute. Okay, so far both of them look very, very similar, like pretty much the same, honestly. In terms of texture, they both blended pretty much the same. I did find that I spent a little bit more time, just being really nitpicky, I spent a little bit more time blending the Tarte Shape Tape than I did the Born This Way because it's more matte, so it dries down faster, so you really gotta like work it in. Where with this one, it's a little bit more hydrating, so it has a little bit more give to it, so it's a little bit easier to blend in. But that's like being really, really nitpicky. Like if I weren't comparing them, I wouldn't notice anything, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so now I'm gonna set with a little bit of powder like I always do. And I'm gonna use a powder that is very neutral, that I know how it works. And I know that it works well with both of the concealers individually. So I'm gonna just do the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I'm just gonna press that right under the eye. Yeah, the Too Faced one is looking substantially more yellow, at least in person. Like it looks really yellow under my eyes. And this one, as I applied the powder, has turned a little bit more yellow, and I think that's because the Laura Mercier powder actually has a slightly yellow tint to it, as you can see, just ever so slightly. So on top of the Too Faced concealer, it's like, whoa, like didn't need any more yellow there. But on the Tarte concealer, it actually just kind of helped neutralize it a little bit, so it looks really, really nice. Why is my nose so red today? I don't know. And I don't really care, honestly. Okay, so here is how everything is looking right now, all by itself. Just set with the powder and everything. Like I said, very similar consistencies, very similar texture, everything in between. Right now, I really don't know. Really don't know which one. It's all gonna depend on probably shade range, because I know that the Tarte tends to lean on the more neutral side, and the Sculpting concealer from Too Faced tends to lean on the more like yellow and pink side. Like they tend to be more extreme, than these ones tend to just lean pretty neutral all across the board. So with that, it's really gonna depend on like either shade range, like what your undertones need, and or wear time. So we're gonna see. It is currently 4:09 and I'm a night owl, so trust me, this will get plenty of wear time. So I am gonna go apply the rest of my makeup, and I will see you guys in my next check-in. We're gonna see how this lasts and which one you should pick over the other. So I will see you in the next check-in. You guys, we're at this cute little coffee shop called XO Coffee. I got a chai tea and it's so freaking good. Say hello. Hi. Okay, yep, always get the smudges right in here. Per usual. Nothing I can do to stop that. It's been a lifelong struggle. Hey guys, what's up? It is my second check-in of the night. It is now past it's actually 7:45 right now. So I've been wearing this for a few hours. So far, I'm like, oh my gosh. I looked at it about an hour ago and I was like, it's a pretty close call. They look very, very similar. So I was like, I don't freaking know. I don't know how I'm gonna choose between the two. I think that they probably perform about the same is how I was feeling. But now that I am looking more closely and I'm actually under better lighting, because I was in just like a restaurant bathroom. My friend Hillary and I went to La Madeleine and we just got a quick bite to eat. And I looked in that restroom and I was like, don't know about this. They're both pretty dang good. But now that I am under my studio lighting and can see every little detail, more detail than I want to see. And this is how I thought I was gonna feel, but I'm feeling like I really am leaning towards the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, because it's more hydrating. I'm just overall, like if you look closely, like I'm overall liking the texture of this one better. And I feel like they're both really, really good. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not bashing this one, but I do feel like this one just looks ever so slightly more dry under my eyes. And this one even like feels smoother. Yeah, this one feels even a little bit smoother. And I feel like it looks a little bit smoother. I feel like it has corrected a little bit more with the yellow that it has in it, which I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards the Too Faced side. We still have a few more hours to go, so we will see how. I mean, things could turn around. Maybe all of a sudden Too Faced only lasts well for a few hours and then after that it kind of craps out. Or maybe Shape Tape is just a little bit too dry. Or maybe Shape Tape is just not living up to the hydration that Too Faced offers. So we will see. Still got a few hours left in this wear test, so I will see you guys in my last check-in. Alright you guys, so I am back sitting down in my studio. It is the end of the night. It is now almost 11 o'clock. So it is time to say my final thoughts. So I'll just let you look at everything on your own before I say anything. This is how everything is looking. Right around here, I don't know what happened here. I think it's because I was messing with my nose ring and I kind of smudged off some makeup here. But anyways, all in all, I am feeling like I really like both of them, obviously. They're both really top-notch formulas. The texture on both of them is absolutely beautiful. They both have stayed really well. Keep in mind that I did set with the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder, so that is part of why they have lasted so well. But I have to say, at the end of the day, I'm leaning towards the Too Faced side. I just have to say it. I mean, it's a very minimal difference, but this side I just feel like right in here, every little bump and like pore and everything is enhanced a little bit more. And then like right in here, it just looks ever so slightly smoother. I will say, however, though, with me blending it down onto my cheek, it feels like this cheek has gotten shinier than this cheek. Like this one has stayed a little bit more mattified. So with that considered, I feel that if you have oily skin or like really combo, like really oily in here and then really dry out here, you might be able to get away with doing, like, you might actually like the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer better. But if you are dry, I am definitely, especially in the eye area, I am definitely going to say that you probably won't be too happy with the Tarte Shape Tape. It's just a very matte formula. It's long wearing, it does minimal to no creasing, but at the end of the day, the Too Faced Born This Way, it has all of the other Born This Way ingredients, that coconut water, hyaluronic acid, like everything. It's just much more hydrating, and anything that is hydrating is going to sit on the skin better. And then if you set it with powder to give it some longevity, I mean, you just can't go wrong. This one is $29 and this one is $27 by itself, $29 if you get the little package. However, this one comes with 15 mils of product and this one comes with 10 mils, so you are getting a little bit more product in this one for $2 more. That is one thing to consider whenever you are purchasing them. You might, in the long run, save a little bit of money. I mean, it's not substantial. 5 mils is not like a ton of product. At the end of the day, I feel like the price kind of evens out. So for somebody like me, I am definitely going to be reaching for the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Concealer. I will be reaching for both of them 100%, but I will be using and loving the texture of this one more than I know I will of this one. However, I do like that this one is a little bit lighter because it adds a little bit more dimension to my face rather than this one, but I like the yellow underpigment in this one because it corrects my under eye circles better. So they both have their ups and their downs, but at the end of the day, I think it's just, how many times have I said the end of the day? At the end of the day, I think it's just gonna be like what your skin type is, and obviously preference is gonna be in there as well, but I do think that if you're oily to combination, Tarte Shape Tape, and then if you are normal to dry, you'll probably like the Too Faced Born This Way. There, I said it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what products you would like to see me put to the test next, and don't forget to slap that subscribe button before you leave, and I will see you all in my next video.